for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for the support. Y'all have really been showing me love, even though I've been out of commission for a few days. It's truly appreciating to know that y'all are still, still showing support towards me. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings. Love and light. And many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impact your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative and insightful, give you good vibes that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times at the moment and needing spiritual guidance or confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It is greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Um, I usually tell y'all at the end, but I'm gonna tell y'all at the beginning and now, because there's so many people has been dropping comments to me asking me, "Hey, Roz, how do I get in touch with you? I really need to talk to you." I always leave my contact information in the description box up under the video. So if you ever need to get in touch with me, it's like deep networking, just giving you a deeper meaning of purpose, or giving you a deeper understanding of it. That's what I usually leave my you know my information for. The music I'm listening to today is by Jason Stevenson's his channel's Chakra Healing Music. And the meditation video is called Manifest Miracles While Sleeping. Elevate your vibration, release toxic emotions. What we need by now. The video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas trying to find that emotional outlet during the holidays. There's so many of us go through like a whirlwind of emotions during the holidays. I know I do, because it's just, you're supposed to be happy around that time and vibrant. It's supposed to be a family gathering, but you know, um, not everybody has that way of being able to connect with their loved ones they want to. Maybe y'all are on the outs. Things are just not in your favor, like financially. A lot of people can't deal with a lot of things because COVID and stuff like that. So it's intensified for this year. With my family, it was like most of the ones I can feel like it's a blessing, because I did get to see two of my children. My middle daughter, she stays out of state, so I haven't been able to see her since Thanksgiving, but it was a blessing to be able to see her on Thanksgiving. But it's like most of my family that I truly want to be around is no longer amongst the living. So I had to do that in a spiritual connection. And, that's a lot of things that right now we're going through. You probably went through a hermit mode. I know there's a lot of people that have been connected to me that were like, Roz, I've been sleeping a lot. You're maybe needing to recharge. You have to understand we're all going through this purge where there's a lot of things coming up in your life that you have maybe gone through this time. It could be something from when you were in preschool, this coming up and like, God dog, am I still holding on to that because Tommy wouldn't give me my little Tonka truck? It'd be something like that. And it's like you really having to allow yourself to face these things. We're opening new doors to a whole new different path of life, a different perspective. We're starting to see, different things that are taking place in our life that, maybe it got under your skin. It was with me. I'm trying to say it in the political way. I was a little bit perturbed. I was in my feelings with the universe and stuff like that. But then when I allowed myself to be able to really understand and step back and not be within my feelings about everything, because that was a lot of energy, that I was purging, a lot of things that I felt like I thought I had mended within my life. I was still holding heaviness within that. I used to be very selective about watching what I'd speak on, because I know there'll be haters sitting up here watching my videos trying to find out how they can plot against me and in block or whatever. But I'm solid with mine. Being able to understand nobody can stop what I'm doing unless I allow that to happen, and I'm not allowing myself to do that. But just being real with this situation, knowing, we all have our ups and downs. There's a lot of things we are still healing from. You have to be able to understand you're going to have haters out there. You're going to have people that are trying to distract you, try to block you from from things that you deserve. But you also have to understand when people are doing things out of jealousy and anger, God ain't blessing nobody's mess. You have to just understand that God ain't gonna bless nobody's mess. So allow yourself to just be, do you. If it's, your body is telling you, hey, go through nature. If the weather is permitting for you to be able to do that. Where I live in the South, it's been getting real cold, and it doesn't get cold like this in the South like that. Our cold is consist of like probably about 52 degrees, 54 degrees. Like if we get a little, if there's some snow that hits the ground, all transportation unstopped. I'm just like, I used to live in the Midwest where we had to drive through blizzards. Be sliding in ditches and still be trying to go to work. But here they don't, they do it totally different. But, I had to allow myself to really step back. I love making my videos. I love being able to, share my insight with y'all. But it was like I was going through a lot of emotional baggages within myself. So many different things was coming up where I thought, I was in a peaceful vibe, the last time I did videos. But there was so many different things that was taking place where, I had to shut down off of social media. I got tired of seeing people with all their family and stuff like that. And I had to allow myself to know, everything happens for a reason. You may not have all the answers that you want to right now, but when it see fit, universe is going to supply that to you. You already know if you have been robbed of something within your life, if something has been altered into your life, knowing there's better is going to take its place. No, I know when it comes to people that have lost loved ones, nobody can't replace that. But there's things that's coming into your life that you deserve, blessings that you have worked hard for. And it could be things that you are manifesting, and then with you going through all the changes you're going through, and you didn't allow yourself to give up on those things. When you're allowing yourself to be honest, okay, these things are still upsetting me. These are the things that are still heavy in my heart. And I'm trying to allow myself to make peace with that, allowing myself to forgive myself from holding on to so many different things, allowing myself to forgive that person or that situation that put me through these things, even though it may have hurt me. This gave me a lot of insight. I need to know about my surroundings, about people's true intent when it comes to me, showing people's true colors, because 2020 has been a truth teller for a lot of daggone things that we have gone through. People wearing different masks. Even maybe you've been wearing a mask. I know I was wearing a certain mask at times, and but then you're allowing yourself to be free of that. Being able to know, hey, I might be going through different things in my life, but you're keeping it real. You're keeping it real. If you already know, it's just like a lot of things. I allowed myself to not tolerate nothing. If I already know it's going to disrupt my peace, my element of space that I'm working hard for to become balanced. If I want to be able to do it and disrupt myself, I got to check myself at times too. That's when your growth is kicking in, because you're allowing yourself to call yourself out on the BS that you're putting in your own life. If you're allowing yourself to focus on things you cannot change, and it's something that's really bothered you and you feel like I've never got justice for that, you're allowing that ego to come in. That ego vibe was coming at me. I was getting real mad. It's just like, this should have happened. This should have happened. I know this should have went that way. That should have went that way. But you have to understand, universe is working in your favor, but you have to understand at the same time, blessings going to come in when they choose for it to feel like it's going to come in. Even though there's different things that may be going through the twin flame situation, especially on separation, there's a lot of heaviness in that you want to be in that union. It's going to happen, but there's so many different things that are going on with the counterparts that they are working hard for. So there's a lot of people that I know, if you're in my situation where your counterpart has passed on, they're going through some kind of spiritual transition and stuff like that. But the more you can feel that oneness within that, with my dad, he's helping me through my situation, and it gets really hard at times. You always like, focus on this, focus on that, focus. I'm trying, daddy, I can't, and it just gets to that point, because it's like I go through different things, and it's just like when you're doing more of that, when you're getting closer to that, it merges, you'll start seeing old patterns, not even old patterns like bad, but things that y'all have came connected with when it comes to your counterpart, not just from this life, but the next life before, the prior lives, on those things. So it's been like really reflecting towards me. It was heavy, but it was beautiful, but it was sad at the same time. It's kind of like bittersweet. So there's so many different things was taking place. Allow myself to know, being real with myself, hey, this situation really threw me out the box. It had me all messed up, and they said that when we were going through the age of Aquarius, you're gonna be at rage. There'll be certain people that may be trying to pick your buttons just to piss you off. And it was like I stayed to myself. It was like if you text me and then you got a dry reply, it's not the fact is I didn't feel like talking to you. It's just fact is I don't want to talk to you. I'm just not gonna talk to you. But it's like I that energy, I'm very selfish with stuff like that. I don't, I'm so used to different people come in my life that they're toxic and they want me to be able to indulge in that toxicity. You already know you're an empath. You know that there's people out there that will drain the hell out of your energy because they know, oh, well, I'm insecure about my stuff. Let me come over here and just mess them up too. But then you're gonna see, even though those things that took place, you have to understand they were in that pain too. And a lot of people don't respond to how they heal with different things the way you may do. And there's a lot of times you have to understand there's times you done been toxic. I can say, yes, I have been toxic to a lot of things. I've been, toxic to a lot of people. And some people left me walked out of my life because of my toxicity. And, and I appreciate that. Even if people have left my life or I left theirs, I still have love for them. But there's a lot of people you have to be able to love from a distance. Not everybody is meant to stay in your life as that. But you're having to understand all these different things are going around, but it's allowing you to broaden your perspective because it's like, the heaviness is there. A lot of things is going on. A lot of people don't probably lost a lot of loved ones recently this year, and you're so used to that person being here. Now they done took their space on the spiritual realm that's helping you, guide you towards these things. Because within us, within a collective, you know, we had to go towards that vibration. It's like the last video that I did, a few days ago, well, like a week ago. It was saying, before the age of Aquarius came, I said I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be a mass meditation. And I'd be dang, it wasn't even like a day or two after I said that, somebody had posted and I shared it on my IG page. It's like, hey, like I said on the video, there was going to be a mass meditation that goes on around the world. We are healing within the collective. And it's just like a lot of times we don't give ourselves that credit to recognize how strong we are, that power that's in there, because you're dealing with so much heavy vibrations right now, that you may be healing from wounds that you have within certain situations. You're still healing from toxic cycles. If you're still in a toxic relationship, trying to heal from that. A lot of things has to be able to hurt your heart for you to completely let go, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, sexually. All those things have to pop off with you, at times where you have to completely allow yourself to just shut down when it comes to that person or that situation. And being able to say, even though this mess done hurt the hell out of me, that situation taught me a lot. That situation has taught me a lot, whether it has to do with family members, an ex-husband, an ex-wife, baby mama, baby daddy, ex-boyfriend, whatever you got connected with. Those things really taught us a lot about ourselves, that we need to know that, okay, it could be something that we have going on within ourselves. And a lot of times you can do it subconsciously. Some people do it unsubconsciously. That it has to be out the outside for you to be that to be reflected to you and say, oh God, that's how I act. The way they're doing this is how I act. Now I got to go ahead and get myself straight. And you have to understand as well, these things are not going to, end overnight. That takes days. It takes, you have to be very consistent with, you have to be in that heaviness of discipline with yourself on what you need to let go of. And a lot of times you have held on to so many burdens for so long. When you're trying to retrain your mind to retract and say, okay, this negative situation is coming up. This is something I really need to allow myself to work on so I can heal. I got, it's trying to make room for all these big, beautiful things that's coming in my life. And at times it just feels like the world is torturing me. And it's not. It's just wanting us to really allow ourselves to see this is not working for you anymore. It wasn't working for you before, but now we're showing you all these different signs that better is coming on the way, but we need you to release this, completely release it. Completely release it. Don't allow yourself to keep dwelling over those repeated situation that took place, because it's like when you allow yourself to go there, sometimes that emotion comes back up from like it just started all over again. And all that is that we're punishing ourselves. We feel like the universe is doing that. It's actually ourselves. So they have us going through all these different things, and it's not easy. It really isn't. But these are the things that we really have to allow ourselves to focus on. Just about the growth, the healing, allowing yourself to know that you're worthy of the blessings that are coming into your life. And a lot of times it's hard to not get sucked up into that emotion from where you felt like life wasn't fair, or it felt like somebody got away with murder, basically. And while you're trying to allow yourself to push out positivity, how come that person that pushed all this negativity on me ain't getting what they need to get? There's a lot of different things that's going on about that. But it's just like, you have to allow yourself to, focus on, yes, this person or this situation will really put me through some unnecessary changes. I have to be able to forgive myself because I seen the red flags that was taking place in my life and I didn't act on them. But don't be shameful of that. They want you to be able to know those are the exact lessons you had to be able to connect with, to be able to understand yourself on a different level. And I had to learn that. I had to learn that, because it's like so much stuff that I've dealt with, with my situation has really been hard. It really, really, really has been hard for me. And it just felt like this is that year. I don't know why I've been going through this almost close to 5 years now. If it gets technical, it's always been like this since I was young. But after my dad's passing, it got very intense for me. And for all those things to take place, it really put me down. It shut me down in a lot of ways where I felt like my heart was completely just breaking apart. But it wasn't, my heart wasn't breaking, but it was becoming to that point where it's finally beating. And it's like, not saying I was dead or anything, but I was dead to the point of my emotions, because I was always not able to express how I felt about things. And me becoming, this situation really traumatized me. Losing a parent is very hard, but you're losing a parent that you never got a chance to be able to connect with. These things were deceptive, and it's on top of that. And then on the top of the fact is, with my dad being in the public eye, that was a lot to have to deal with. And being honest with myself, saying this is the strongest transformation I've ever been through, even though it hurts like hell to be able to go through the things I've gone through and things that were denied to me. I can't allow myself to stay focused on that, but being able to see the strength of how far this situation has taken you from the trauma that has impacted your life. And that's how they want you to be able to see everything that goes on into your life. You may have gone through the worst of the worst, but this is that same situation that has took you through it, is going to bring you through it. And then that's where you're going to see the strength that you carry, because you have been impacted like that. Because not everybody has that heart and that mindset like you. If you're going through it, when it has to do with individuals, if you was to switch that mirror over and push everything that was placed on you to them, they wouldn't be able to make it past the day. But they see that within you. But you have to also say thank you, because this guided me to me. This has allowed me to know me on a totally different level, on so many different directions. I've found out who I was through that. I see my determination, I see my strength, I see my magic, I see my power, and allowed me to in tune with something I was never able to allow myself to come and connect with. And that turns you around for you to be able to meet that person and say hello. Really say hello to yourself, because this is a part of you that's been laying there for so long, and you had to be able to go through these life experiences, and it took that trauma for that counterpart of you to have to wake up and just being able to say, hey, I've been waiting on you. And that's a beautiful thing. but it's all about how you choose to look at the transition that you're going through. You know, the holidays can suck at times because it's like that's it stands for happiness, love, laughter, family, reunite. But then it's just like at the same time, it just depends on what you're going through, because you may be going through some heavy situations. But this is that time also for you to take that time to heal, being able to understand of everything that has taken place in your life within this year, or maybe even last year, just far, depends on how far you choose to go back. And just being able to understand, even though you may not be where you want to be right now, look how far you have come. Look how much you have transitioned, how much you've got to know about yourself, about your loved ones, your surroundings, about your gifts, about your mission, about your purpose. This is broadening everything to you for you to really have a deeper understanding about with yourself and the strength that you carry, that you're going to connect not just with yourself but into the world. And that's a beautiful thing. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of that, y'all. I missed y'all so much. I want to go ahead and give a post notification shout out to Secret Agent 45 Sam, Susanna Silva, much love to you. Welcome to the fam. Loved Cycled, much love to you as well. Welcome to the fam. And Envy Lovable, welcome to the fam as well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's so good to have you. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop me a line. I would love a chance to get to know you. Leave all my contact information at the bottom so you can be able to connect with me. It's just, networking and, just giving you a deeper insight about your purpose of mission. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, share, tell somebody about the channel, and I'll see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be wild. All right.